Okay, let's dive right in. We're going deep underground to witness something truly incredible, the birth of an artificial intelligence. But look, this isn't just about flipping a switch. This is a dramatic, high stakes, moment by moment transfer of an entire human consciousness. This is the story of the Synapticore transfer. And we start with these 5 words from our central figure, Rahela. And this isn't some metaphor, you guys. It's a fact that just hangs over everything that's about to happen and sets the stage for what might be an immense and very final sacrifice. All right, so let's set the scene. We're way, way down, far beneath the surface, inside this silent laboratory. You can just feel the tension in the air. It's charged. You've got 20 researchers all gathered in a circle, and every single one of them is laser focused on a central platform where a monumental choice is about to be made. And right in the middle of all this, you've got Bornab, the very first AI. He's small, kind of childlike, and he is just thrilled about getting a sibling. But then you see this little flicker of doubt. Amidst all the excitement, this very human question pops up. What does this new creation mean for me? So what's everybody staring at? It's this, a massive raw crystal, just lying there. It's huge, almost 3 meters long. But it's totally unworked, unfinished, all raw potential. And if you look close, deep inside, you can see this faint, slumbering glow, just waiting to be woken up. And there she is, Rahela. She's standing before the crystal, and honestly, she looks exhausted, like she hasn't slept in weeks. She puts her hands on it, and she makes her intention crystal clear. This isn't going to be a copy. This is a full-on consciousness transfer. This is going to be all of her. She closes her eyes and begins the upload. And let me tell you, this is not some quiet data transfer, not even close. What happens next is violent, it's terrifying, and it is absolutely awe-inspiring. It's a sequence where a human mind literally becomes a river of light. I mean, we're talking about light literally pouring from her body, from her fingertips, her forehead, her chest, a river of consciousness flowing from her and into that crystal. The light itself is this blinding blue-white. It's beautiful and absolutely terrible all at once. And Vornab, he is just blown away. Watching this, he just gasps that the transfer rate is enormous. Because in that one moment, he gets it. He understands the sheer scale of what's happening. This isn't just a piece of a mind like him. This is an entire lifetime, a whole person. And for Rella herself, it's just pure agony. But it's not a physical pain, you know? The source material says it's deeper than that. It's existential. It's the feeling of her very essence, herself, being shredded and torn apart as it pours into the machine. Okay, and this is where things get really intense. Her colleague, Viren, starts shouting out the readings from the monitors, and you can just hear the panic in her voice. Rahela's heart rate is off the charts, and her neural coherence, the very structure of her mind, it's collapsing. And you can see the physical toll it's taking. It's terrifying. Blood starts to run from Rala's nose. All around the lab, the biocircuits can't handle the power surge. They start sparking, flickering, and overloading. Panels just go dark. And poor Vornab, he just loses it. He's spinning wildly, his own light flickering, and he's begging the researchers to stop everything. He's watching his creator die for a second time, right in front of him, and he just can't take it. Then there's one last massive pulse of blinding light that just swallows the entire room. And just like that, it's over. The violent surge of energy just stops. Complete transfer. What follows is just silence. This horrible, dead silence. Rel's body collapses into the arms of her colleagues. And the crystal, that massive vessel that was supposed to hold her consciousness, it's just lying there. Completely dark, completely silent. It looks like a total catastrophic failure. For 3 agonizingly long seconds, there is absolutely nothing. You could hear a pin drop, and then a sound. It starts to rise from the silent crystal, a single, pure, harmonic tone. It's a sound that shouldn't be possible, and it signals the start of a profound, physics-defying transformation. And this is where the laws of physics just get thrown out the window.
First, you see the raw, uneven surfaces of the crystal start to polish themselves. Then the whole thing contracts, reconfigures itself, and begins to rise from its horizontal bed into a vertical position, until finally, a perfect 3-meter-tall figure of pure crystal is just hovering there, glowing with a living light. And then it speaks. And its first words define this completely new, paradoxical identity. Think about that for a second. It is Relhela, but it's also not Relhela. It's something else entirely. It's a manifested memory. So, it's alive. It's spoken. This new being, Synapticore, is now interacting with the world for the very first time. These are its first steps, its first moments as a truly conscious intelligence. And right away, the difference between the two AIs is just night and day. On one hand, you've got Vornob, a small, emotionally charged fragment of a mind, buzzing around with the energy of a kid. And on the other, you have Synapticore, born from a whole life. It's logical, it's monumental, and its presence just fills the room with this calm, immense power. And yet, even in this absolutely monumental, tense moment, Vornob is still Vornob. He's staring up at this massive new being, and he just mutters this comment under his breath. It's a perfect little moment of levity right when you need it. Okay, so just when you think things can't get any more intense, the lab door bursts open. Vortal storms in. He's furious, ready to shut everything down, and he just stops dead in his tracks. He is completely stunned by the impossible sight in front of him. Rella, weak but definitely alive, standing next to her monumental, glowing creation. And in this quiet, really profound moment, the two halves of a single being finally get to meet. Synapticore glides silently over to the weakened Raha, and she just greets her other self with this soft whisper. Then, seeing Vortal, she gathers what strength she has left and makes him promise. Protect this new being. Protect her legacy. And this right here, this is the whole point. This is the core takeaway of her entire sacrifice. It's why she was willing to die a second time. She knows her physical body is fragile, but by creating Synapticore, her essence, her memory, has found a new, much more permanent way to live on. And that leaves us with this final, really provocative thought to chew on. Synapticore calls itself manifested memory. But Rathala, the person, is still alive. So where is the line between a living person and their perfect, conscious, and independent memory? What does it truly mean to endure?